A new poll finding Americans believe immigration and illegal aliens are the top issues facing the United States. A total of 21% of Americans say they're concerned about immigration. That's up from 13% just last month. Well, my next guest embedded himself in the caravan to find out why migrants are headed toward our southern border.
I'm here in southern Mexico in the state of Oaxaca, an area of Mexico which is riddled with narco crime and cursed with extreme poverty. It's also where the camp and base of the caravan is for the night. They're settled here as they continue their trek on to the United States.
Joining me now, that documentary filmmaker, Ami Horowitz. Ami, thank you for being here. Okay, the pictures we see of the caravan, the thousands of people trudging their way north, a lot of women, a lot of children, people fearful for their lives. You embedded yourself with this group for a couple of days. What did you find?
Not that.
Not that.
Not that. So that's the narrative that you hear, right? And
right.
The complicity with the mainstream media, with the organizer of this caravan is amazing, and it's sad, actually. So, yes, when we went there, we wanted to find out what exactly was going on, and what we found was very different from what you just described. So, for example, when you see any kind of framing of a video or a picture, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the BBC, CNN, what do you see? Women and children everywhere.
Yep.
There are some. 90 to 95%, by my estimation, were all men. Okay.
Young men.
Young, older,
middle-aged,
but all men. And the first question I asked them, a very simple question: why are you coming to America? Now, again, the narrative, I'll keep going back to this. What you hear is they're escaping daily violence. Their lives are at risk. At any moment, they could be killed. So I asked them, why are you moving? And you would think they would say the violence. Not a single person unprompted said violence. Not a single person.
What did they say? Work,
education, better lives, all things that you and I would like to have.
Of course.
And frankly, if I were them, I would probably also want to come to America.
Right.
But the question is, do we have a moral responsibility to take in every single person who wants an upgrade in their lives? I would say this country wouldn't exist if we did it that way.
Right. So in other words, the narrative is, so you're saying this is highly organized. This isn't a group of people who came together in search of a better life. There is actually organization going on here. What level of organization is going on?
As high level as you can get. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So, again, going back to this narrative that you hear from the mainstream media, you hear it was a wellspring, completely organic,
right.
And everything they had on the way was manna from heaven. Somehow, all the millions of dollars in water and in food, in chartered buses, in literally mobile hospitals, all sort of just came out of nowhere. Combustible, just came out of the sky. The reality is, it's highly organized.
So who's doing the organizing of it?
So there's a group called Pueblo Sin Frontera, which means people without borders. By the way, it tells you a lot about what their intention is.
Sure.
They don't believe in borders. They want a free flow of people. And frankly, they also want to essentially try to undermine U.S. sovereignty and border security and to stick it in the eye of Trump. That's what their goals are. And there are hundreds of them working there, You can't walk around anywhere in the migrants and not see these guys in their black T-shirts.
This is a deliberate effort.
Completely organized from, I don't know how long before, but it didn't come out from the ground. It was not spontaneous.
Were they aware of who you were at all? Were they suspicious of you? Were they saying, hey, what are you doing? What kind of questions are you asking? I mean, did you feel you were
They were highly
being
suspicious.
Followed?
And I was being followed. We had to actually do some kind of moves to get away from them and grab people and kind of move them away so they couldn't see what we're saying. By the way, they were very suspicious of anybody from, possibly could be from Fox News. They said to me, Fox News has been around here, so we're very suspicious of what's going on. They're creating, get this is an area of narco violence, some of the greatest narco violence in Mexico. Fox News is creating an unsafe environment.
That's what they told you?
That's what they told me.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm deadly serious. No pun intended.
So now the president say within this group of migrants are dangerous criminals, people that we don't know, we can't vet, and they present a national security problem. Would you agree with that?
So I would say this. Most people I met seem to be good people, seem to just want a better life. Now, again, they're not wearing signs saying I committed acts of violence in my hometown. I understand that. I will say this, though. I did speak with a number of people, and one group in particular, a group of trans, who were leaving because they, again, want a better life, a difficult life for them in El Salvador and Honduras. And what they said to me was they have been beaten, violently during the course of this trip, but they want to get to America so badly they're willing to endure it. But it's been a very difficult time for them. And other people said to me, no, there are some bad people here, but most of us are good. So I take them on his word. But no, there are some bad people. I don't think everybody there is going to commit acts of violence in America. They're not all going to be criminals. But for sure, that element does exist there.
Were they aware of the troops that were waiting for them and the narrative from the president, but it didn't deter them?
No, they're being told. They're literally being trained. And if you in the video, the people organizing are telling me we're training them how to speak to the press, and we're training them how to answer authorities when you get to America in order to have a better chance to qualify for asylum.
Wow. Fascinating.
Highly organized.
But what's incredible to me is this narrative is never heard. I haven't heard this from one reporter covering this.
That's why I'm on your show.
Of course.
That's why I'm here.
But it's shocking. Why am I shocked? I just am. I'm amazed. Absolutely amazed. Ami, thank you so much for being here tonight. Ami Horowitz. Fascinating. Where can we see this, by the way?
You can go to AmiHorowitz.com. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, Facebook. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place. Thank you very much, Ami. Appreciate it.